what can be the possibilities of implementation. Suppose you are developing some application where you need this particular algorithm to be calculated, one out of several algorithms. So suppose this is your class. When you are developing this particular module, depending on the requirement or depending on the way you code, at this position you need to apply the algorithm. So either you can implement your calculation within this particular class as a separate method, or inside your code, or maybe as a separate class. Right? Even if required, you can have a separate utility package where you can develop this particular class or algorithm. Right? It can be a separate module, it can be a separate package, or it can be altogether a separate jar file where you can develop this particular calculation, where you need to do one out of several calculations. To make it a separate jar, obvious, it is very useful when you distribute the same API to different applications. So depending on your requirement, you can develop. This is your client application. You can code for your algorithm here, or in a separate class, or in a separate module or package, or as a separate jar, right? Although there can be many possible solutions, seems to be very straightforward. I think you all agree on this. Separate out the implementation logic in a class or a module or a package or a utility class or as a separate component from the client code that uses it. So looking at this particular scenario, this particular context, a static class can be created to have a method get calculated value, and where you can pass two different parameters A and B on which you need to perform some calculations, and will have if, else if or switch case ladder to handle the different algorithms. This is basically comes in every developer's mind that this can be a particular solution for this problem. So let's look at the example code for this solution.